think a lot of times we take people and we lock them away because they're dangerous, and we forget that they're fathers and brothers and sons. And we don't realize the capacity of these men and women when they start getting treatment and their value to our community. Some of them are assholes. And so are some of you. It's amazing what happens. I make a very intentional space. We do a lot of writing in this Jen's class because we're reflecting and we're looking and we're owning, we're taking accountability, we're taking a look at stuff. And I thought to myself one day, my God, the work that we're doing in here, why aren't we doing it out there? Or at least, why aren't we talking about what we're doing in here? Because these guys are leaving here and going home, and it's difficult to welcome back somebody who is in the midst of that change if you've got no sense of what's going on. They love you. And they're sorry, and they want to do better. And they understand when they're not under the influence of fear, or when they're not spread too thin because they didn't learn boundaries. And they're trying to take care of everybody and their mother. So I had one student write some things, and I asked could I share them in the show. And he was thrilled. So these are some words from one of my students. His name is Kenneth. This was something that I asked the men to write. A letter to your childhood self. What would you say? I would tell myself to stay true to myself and never veer from my beliefs or what I know to be right. Never allow myself to endure anyone else's dark or destructive ways, no matter how badly you might want to help them, nor how willing you are to take on their pain for them. Love would never ask you to do such a thing. Helping others become better people is a great and honorable thing, but you should never destroy yourself in the process. Help lift them up. Don't over-search the darkness looking for them. You will eventually become accustomed to such darkness, and your once solid and unwavering heart will forget your own way back into the light. Therefore, becoming just another lost soul amongst the very same darkness in which you tried so desperately to free them. One of those bad guys. We talk about a lot. We talk about family stuff. We talk about what it was like growing up and things like that. So this one was about your parents. So we do that in life. We switch places at the table. And as we grow and as we mature and as we connect in community and we share ourselves with each other, we learn that then we're not so alone. So the same student read this the other day. And I said, give it to me. And he said, okay. So he sends this to you as well. I had accepted my parents for what they are a long time ago. It has been much harder for me to accept that I was not a good enough son to make them want to be better parents. At least that's how I felt for a long time. Now that I'm 41, and my own problems and addictions have caused me to be absent in my own children's lives, I see very clearly that I was. They were lost in their own chaos, just as I have been lost in mine. I'm not a how's the weather kind of girl. I like to dig right in and get to the hardest shit and talk about the heavy stuff. It's kind of what I was crafted for. And I've been looking for a place, and I'm figuring it out as I go. And tonight was a step into faith. I want to bring these conversations to the community. I want to have these conversations with people who don't know how much we need to have them. We're all connected.